Hey y'all. So today is a very special day for me. I woke up this morning super grateful because 5 years ago today, I had my vocal cord surgery. Many of you may know this, and some of you may not, but I am a speech therapist. And on top of being a speech therapist, I am a singer-songwriter. And it has been quite a journey, let me tell you, with my voice. It's a long story, to be honest, and I'm going to try my best to make it as short as possible. But I really wanted to take this opportunity and give God praise because 5 years ago, I had the scariest, it was scarier than childbirth, y'all. Like, for real. And I have the journal entries to prove it. But I was going through my journal entries and I was just like taken back that God has brought me this far and He has never failed me yet. And so I wanted to do this video to encourage you, but to also share an experience that was scary and that God brought me through it, you know? So on July 29th, 2016, I entered Hackensack Hospital to have my nodules removed, only to later discover that on top of having nodules, the doctor discovered nerve damage and a polyp. So prior to that, rewind, backtrack, I, sang through middle school, high school, got to college, seeing all, woohoo, go Pirates. And then became a choir director, sang in the choir, became a choir director. And a short time after that, I started to constantly lose my voice. And I didn't understand why. And how funny that literally when God says He causes all things to work together, it is so true because I was studying to be a speech therapist, studying, to be a teacher at the time, actually, later to become a speech therapist. But nonetheless, I'm taking some of my voice classes and I'm learning about the voice and how there's vocal cords and how there's 5 layers. I'm like so intrigued in the class because I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I wonder if my vocal cords look like this. So after class, I was talking to the professor and I was like, I've actually been struggling with my voice. And they were like, well, you should see an ENT. So I go see an ENT only to discover I have nodules, right? But this is what the ENT told me. He's like, you need to stop talking. You need to text more. You need to email. What else did you say you do? You sing and you're a choir director? Yeah, you need to stop doing all of that. And I was crushed because y'all know I have this big old personality, right? Telling me not to talk is like telling me not to breathe. So I was just like, what do I do? And so I did the only thing I knew to do is I went to the Lord. So I was like, God, you gave me this voice. Clearly, I'm probably not using it right. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I need your help in this. So what did Betsy do? Not have the surgery, because at the time he recommended the surgery and I didn't have it. My voice began to decline even more. Y'all, it got to the point that after I sang one song, I was done. When I say done, I mean done, right? Then it worsened to the point that after I spoke or did a session with my students, I was done. So not only was it affecting my singing voice, but it was also affecting my speaking and my career. So I'm like, all right, I need to do something. So I went to another ENT to get another follow-up just to kind of see the status of where I was at. So I went to Dr. Brian Benson in Hackensack, and lo and behold, the nodules are still there, right? But this time he's like, they have calloused so much that therapy will not rectify this. You've got to have surgery. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to have the surgery. So I went to the Lord in prayer about it. And finally, I started to just be at peace. But this surgery is super, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's, you're literally cutting through the thinnest layer of skin, of layers, okay? All right, I can't think of what it's called right now. See, I need to go back to my notes. But nonetheless, y'all, I needed to have this surgery, okay? So we scheduled it for August, only for it to be earlier. You see how I'm telling y'all all the details, but this is how I am, so I'm being as transparent as possible, right? Only for it to be rescheduled for July 29th, 2016. So here we are, 5 years later, and I just want to sing the song that brought me through that year, because I remember literally a year later, I led worship at church, and I made sure that this song was a part of the set, because I remember that this song brought me through. So I hope that you are encouraged. After I sing, I definitely plan on reading my journal entry. So please listen to the song, worship with me, and you'll get to hear firsthand how I felt on day one, on July 29th, 2016. Be blessed, y'all. Thank you for bringing me through these 5 years, God. Thank you for being my healer. Thank you, Abba. You hold my every moment. You calm my raging seas. You walk with me through fire. You heal all my disease. I trust in you. I trust in you. I believe you're my healer. I believe you are all I need. Oh, I believe you're my portion. I believe you're more than enough for me. Jesus, you're all I need. Oh, you hold my every moment. You calm my raging seas. You walk with me through fire. You heal all my disease. I will trust in you. I must trust in you, Lord. I believe you're my healer. I believe you are all I need. Oh, I believe you're my portion. I believe you're more than enough for me. Jesus, you're all I need. You're all I need. Nothing is impossible for you. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible for you. You hold my world in your hands. Nothing is impossible for you. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible for you. You hold my world in your hands. Oh, nothing is impossible for you. Oh, no one can come close to you, God. Nothing is impossible for you. You hold my world in your hands. Oh, nothing is impossible for you. Nothing is impossible. No one else comes close to you. You hold my world in your hands. You hold my world in your hands. You hold my world in your hands, and I am amazed at your love. Yes, God. I am amazed that you love me. You hold my world in your hands. You hold my world in your hands, and I'm not afraid. My world is safe in your hands. Oh, in your hand. Oh, my world is safe. My voice is safe in your hands, Lord. All that I am is safe in you. You won't let go of me. Thank you, Lord. You won't let go of me. You won't let go of me. You won't let go. You'll never let go. You won't let go of me. You won't let go of me. Yes, you won't let go of me. Yeah, you won't let go. Never let go. You will take care of me. Oh God, I believe you will take care of me. You will take care of me. Yes, you won't let go. Never let go. You won't let go of me. You never failed me yet. You won't let go of me. You won't let go of me. So I won't let go if you won't let go. You won't let go of me. Worship with me. You won't let go of me. Yes, you won't let go of me. You won't let go. Never let go. Oh, you hold my world in your hands, and I am amazed at your love, Jesus. I am amazed that you love me. You hold my world in your hands. You hold my world in your hands, hands, and I'm not afraid. My world is safe in your hands. Oh, in your hands. I believe I'm in your hands. I believe I'm in your hands. My world is in your hands. My life is in your hands. Yes. Thank you, Lord. July 29th, 2016. It's the morning of my surgery. I felt pretty confident. I woke up feeling like I can do this. I prayed in my heart, spoke to Mom and prayed some more, and got ready to drive myself to the hospital. I know, drive myself. Ugh, I wasn't too happy about that part. But I also really didn't want Pharrell to miss work. Of course, I had forgotten my dry erase board at work, so I went to Dollar Tree to purchase one. Side note, after the surgery, you obviously can't speak. So back to the story. But what are the odds? I'm at Dollar Tree, y'all. What are the odds that the whole store system was down? So I was unable to make a purchase. Needless to say, I was disappointed. The whole store? Your store just opened. Shaking my head. Anyway, I walk into the hospital, park the car, of course. This is word for word, y'all. And met some of the nicest people on earth. Mary helped register me and put my hospital bracelet on. She then led me to the OR receiving room to get undressed and into my hospital clothes. It was then I started to really miss and want Pharrell to be there. I called him and he was close, thank God. So at around 12-ish, my sister Marae, if you're watching, hey boo, calls me to pray with me. I felt so empowered, y'all. And all traces of fear and doubt went away after her powerful prayer. I did add y'all to that part. Anyway, I could really feel her praying for me. She went from English to Creole real quick. Smiley face. Jill, another incredible nurse, needed to get started and set up my IV. So I hung up with Marae, and then Pastor Brewer calls. Jill kindly let me answer, and Pastor prayed with me. For every moment I started to feel alone, hey, Pastor Brewer. For every moment I started to feel alone, God would send someone to call and pray with me until Pharrell arrived. I am so grateful for this experience. It's not what I want, but Lord knows it's what I needed. The surgery was supposed to begin at 1 p.m. We didn't start until about 2 p.m. The ENT, Dr. Benson, was late. Did I freak out? No. Did I start to get a little concerned? Yes, a little. He finally arrived and prepped me for what was about to take place. He felt my neck and found a few lymph nodes in some areas of my neck and near my clavicle bone. And then he left to meet me in the OR. My short ride to the OR was pleasant. It was definitely cold, and I could feel fear starting to creep back in. I just focused on God and kept praying in my heart. I get to the OR and transfer myself, and they transfer me from the wheelchair onto the very narrow bed. The nurse and anesthesiologist begin to prepare me for the ENT. What I vividly remember, y'all, is the music in the background. It was a trumpet player playing in the background. I think there was also singing. The anesthesia lady puts an oxygen mask on my face and tells me to concentrate on my breathing. Next thing, I was waking up from the OR. I was so grateful to be waking up. But for some reason, I couldn't catch my breath. My breathing pattern was out of sync. As I laid there trying to catch my breath, another quirky, funny nurse said, the surgery was over and that I could rest. She offered me a drink, cranberry juice. It tasted good, but my throat was so dry and sore. I asked for water instead. While I was resting and trying to catch my breath, I started thinking, where is Pharrell? After I peed, they took me to another resting post-OR area. And then I got to see my love. He was so happy to see me. He said the surgery itself wasn't long at all. From the time the doc spoke to him to finally seeing me, he said it felt long though. Although I was disappointed I didn't get to see the ENT, he told Pharrell everything was removed successfully. Pharrell said Dr. Benson found a polyp on one of my cords in addition to the nodules. My face dropped. I knew in my heart that something more was going on in my larynx. The video strobe didn't reveal the polyp. I had so many more questions to ask. ... Guess I'll have to wait until my post-op follow-up. So that was day one, y'all. And I read it word for word, and I know that this video is long, but I just wanted to take you in with me on the journey that I went through 5 years ago. And though there have been so many hurdles up and down that I've had to cross, that's literally a whole nother video, y'all. But I thank you so much for just listening, for worshiping with me, and celebrating this 5-year anniversary. Thank you for being with me on my journey with the videos. Y'all, June's video, that's a whole nother testimony, okay? Because June was a lot. But for July, I really wanted to celebrate this 5-year anniversary milestone where the Lord brought me through and gave me my voice back. And I believe that He will continue to strengthen me, that He will continue to show me the path that He wants me to take with the voice that He's given me. I pray you were blessed. I pray you were inspired. I pray you were encouraged. And most of all, please believe that God is still a healer. Be blessed. Mwah.